Okay, it's happening. Who is this lady? It's Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley met this evening with Tony Guterres. They dined this evening on Sutton Place. Also Karen Pierce of the UK. Was it the full P5? This is Nikki Haley's security. I told you, I take no pleasure in it. Who else has those kind of vehicles? Maybe Nikki has two. The Chinese is coming out. We got Karen Pierce. That's in the white vest. The Chinese ambassador, that's his car. Nikki's rolling in a 4x4. Okay, we're going to pull back a little bit. Nikki rolled out in a 4x4. Two 4x4s. That's Nikki Haley. Who's the tall lady? Wait a second. Blackjack? No, that could be Delattre. Let's zero in. This was a P5 dinner, not on his schedule. See, that's not correct. I'm sorry. When Trump has dinner with McConnell, or even Chuck Schumer, or even Nancy Pelosi, Chinese, no security, just a black car. Well done. Well done, guys. Not wasteful at all. That might be Madame Delattre. It was a P5 dinner. We have an exclusive. P5 dinner. Before Big Tony sets off back to Lisbon, he met with Nikki Haley, Karen Pierce, Francois Delattre. Did they talk about Cameroon? Did they discuss the death of all these people in villages in Cameroon? I don't think so. They're all laughing. The black cars are rolling. Where's Nebenzia? Did Nebenzia not come? I haven't seen him. Delattre and Madame Delattre are off. Wait a second. Is Karen Pierce actually going it alone? Going to take a cab? God bless Karen Pierce. She's going to walk home. Maybe she's going to call her driver. I give her a lot of credit. I give her maximum credit. This UK, you should be aware. Your ambassador has a lot of class. Now this is Big Tony's vehicle. This is Big Tony's security. Okay, so the two of the 4x4s were for Nikki Haley. One black car was for the Chinese ambassador. One black car was for Delattre and his wife. Karen Pierce is walking down an unnamed street. And what we don't know is where Nebenzia was. Where was Nebenzia? Yeah, hats off, okay? We complained about the UK and their oil deal with New Age. This is shocking. This is wonderful. It's absolutely, I have to say, 100% hats off. The person I didn't see coming out was Nebenzia. I guess we'll wait until Karen Pierce is picked up by her Uber. Did Karen Pierce call an Uber? Karen Pierce, you are an ambassador who deserves respect. Nikki Haley had two 4x4s, and the UK ambassador walked across the street and stood in the statue waiting for her. That could be her car. Is she calling a cab? Now the UK's ambassador's home is not far from here, but seemingly she's not going to walk home. This was a fabulous and newsworthy event, and it is a disgusting disgrace that Antonio Guterres didn't put it on his schedule. A disgusting disgrace. Karen Pierce is walking off. Okay then. Inner City Press for a full month stood down. No live streaming of the UN publicly funded $60 million mansion. None. We were told that the reason that we were restricted in the UN, unlike state media and those who ask no questions, is that we dared show where the Secretary General lives. And so therefore, in this broadcast, number one, there are no addresses. But number two, we couldn't continue to censor ourselves. Whose vehicles are these? Most UN ambassadors don't have security in this way. The Turkish ambassador always has an armed guard. The Qatari ambassador has a guy called Mr. Clean, very nice, it follows her around. U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley has a lot of security, maybe more than this. I thought it might be Nikki Haley simply because one of the 4x4s has a white plate, U.S. government plate, but that could also mean it's a foreign minister. The PGA, the president of the General Assembly, Miroslav Lajcak, Blackjack. He has security, a 4x4, same as the Good. A lot of ways, because I have to say, maybe Blackjack as a foreign minister would get that. Nobody knows who these guys are, like a responsible Secretary General would say, I don't need this. DSG running with a 4x4? Sure, why not? Eliasson had it. UN is corrupt. It just, entitlement corrupts. They think that the world is their oyster. And the security, very nice. Why not? They get paid to do nothing. They've never had to even, frisk anybody. They have, however, patted down inner city press and ordered it to stop live streaming. But this is a New York City street. I don't know. They were able to throw New York City, inner city press onto First Avenue and threaten to call the police. But when we're actually on the undisclosed avenue that we're on, I don't think you can do it. For a full month, I have not broadcast from here. It's pained me, but these vehicles, not Tony's disgusting 17 and a half months of censorship, but just the fact that this is objectively newsworthy. I've seen correspondents at the UN stake out Pompeo and the North Korean all night long. I was told that merely mentioning the location where Tony Guterres is spending $60 million is putting him at risk, and that's why. I'm told that's why. It's kind of a post facto justification. I'm told that's why I was actually evicted because I periscoped Big Tony's house. Of course, it doesn't work chronologically, but I remain restricted. I tried to believe that Tony didn't know. I tried to believe it was just Stefan Dujarric, a vindictive spokesman, but Tony knows. And he's getting more corrupt all the time. That's the problem of the UN. You give a guy 4 security guards, a 4x4, the ability to silence journalists, well within our right to broadcast here from this location. What did they discuss? Why is there no readout? Why was it not disclosed? Why is the UN so corrupt? To be continued. Why do they censor inner city press? Give it, which covers the UN, less access than no-show state media of dictatorships? These are questions to be explored later. For now, signing off from an undisclosed location where $60 million of public funds are being spent for undisclosed meetings at which the suffering of those in Cameroon and Yemen and Western Sahara is not addressed. Inner City Press, Matthew Russell Lee.